Oh, Rush Limbaugh. Oh, you have fallen on hard times. Right now, you must be thinking much as Ed Reed did during a certain halftime in a Miami football game. Don't ask me if I'm all right. I'm hurt, dog. 40 stations thinking of dropping Rush Limbaugh imminently. Cumulus, they're the second largest radio outfit in the country, saying, we're done with Rush Limbaugh, we're done with Sean Hannity. It's not set in stone yet. They're still in the middle of negotiations, but it does not look good. Rush Limbaugh is used to getting higher and higher pay every time that one of these contracts comes up, and he comes in with a set of demands. This time they're like, yeah, I don't think so, buddy. You're actually losing us a lot of money. We're not interested. Oh, their days are numbered. How many times have I told you that? And here it comes. They're on a runaway freight train with destiny, and they're going to crash so hard. Now, let me show you a very high-ranking Cumulus official off the record saying this, or on the record, but anonymously saying this. 48 of the top 50 network advertisers have excluded Rush and Hannity orders. Every major national ad agency has the same dictate. Their CEO at Cumulus, Lou Dickey, said, the facts are indisputable regarding the impact certain things have had on ad dollars, referring to Rush Limbaugh and his comments on Sandra Fluck and his comments on just about everything else. So many different advertisers have pulled out, as you see, 48 out of the top 50 advertisers saying, we want nothing to do with this guy. But even so, at the height of your power and your ratings and your audience, people do not leave. When there's money to be made, people do not leave. They wouldn't have left Oprah at her height, and they wouldn't have left Howard Stern, no matter how offensive the things that Stern said were. Now, I like the guy, but come on, he said some pretty offensive things, and nobody left because he had a really high ratings, great audience. Rush doesn't. Rush has been lying about his audience from day one. He has never proven how many people he has in his audience nationwide. He cites figures like 20 and 15 and 14 million, but they are completely and utterly made up. In fact, he has no such audience, and he can never prove it. In fact, I put out a $10,000 bet, which would hurt me seriously, almost as much as Rush is hurt now, if he could prove that he's got 14 million listeners. He doesn't have 14 million listeners a week. And not only does he know it, but now the channels that used to pay him know it. Losing 40 markets is gigantic. He might get on smaller areas in those markets, but they'd be smaller stations, even less people would hear about it, and he would lose markets as large as New York possibly. So this is really bad, and I love the way he's dragged Hannity down with him. And it's not just Cumulus CEO. Here's Noam Pattis, CEO of Courtside Entertainment. Quote, tremendous chunk of advertising revenue was wiped out in terms of support for national talk radio programs. And if you don't believe them, go to the Advertisers. Here's a CBS statement. The Rush Limbaugh Show is not a program on which we typically advertise. And a recent commercial was aired on this program in error. When they got to put out a statement saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry an ad ever ran on that piece of crap programming. They're not on your side. They're not advertising with you. They're never going to advertise with you. You've lost the advertisers. You've lost the audience. We're not done. Disney on Ice statement. Every one of these advertisers is like, no. We have nothing to do with Rush. We don't want him. The advertisements you are referring to have been pulled and should no longer be airing during Rush Limbaugh's show. In reference to someone inquiring, do you advertise there? They're like, for heaven's sake, we are not advertising there. We are rushing for the exits. Now, why are they doing that? Well, JR put together a great mashup of just some recent Rush clips. There's a million you could choose from, but this is a nice little collection. This is why people are headed for the exits.
So, Ms. Fluke, and the rest of you feminazis, here's the deal. If we are going to pay for your contraceptives and thus pay for you to have sex, we want something for it. And I'll tell you what it is. We want you to post the videos online so we can all watch. We're not disrespectful to anybody. What is it with all of these young, single white women, overeducated? Doesn't mean intelligent. When are we disrespectful? If any race of people should not have guilt about slavery, it's Caucasians. The villain in The Dark Knight Rises is named Bane. What is the name of the venture capital firm that Romney ran and around which there's now this make-believe controversy? Bain. Do you think that it is accidental? A Bain character was a terrorist. He's out to destroy Gotham, New York City. You may think it's ridiculous. I'm telling you, this is the kind of stuff the Obama team is lining up. The Republicans are just totally bamboozled right now. They think they've got to rebrand, and it's all predicted. They got to reach out to minorities. The Republican Party lost because it's not conservative. Why does putting Condoleezza Rice front and center at the convention not work? Why does putting Marco Rubio front and center at the convention not work? Why does putting Suzanne Martinez, the governor of New Mexico, front and center convention not work?
I love that last part, in New Mexico. And he's basically saying, women and minorities, we don't need no stinking women and minorities. It doesn't work, you stick with white men. How's that working out for you, Rush? You got like 7.5 guys left who are like 83 years on average, going, yeah, Rush, you go get them. I love your, what is this thing? Oh yeah, radio, this new invention called the radio, I love it. Who under the age of 25 listens to conservative talk radio? That number has to be in the single digits. Has to be. Who in their right mind would do that? These ancient cavemen, they're gone, man. They're goners. It was a matter of time, and that time is now officially running out. Look, here's Lou Dickey again, Cumulus CEO. Remember, these guys respect CEOs, right? Oh, CEOs know everything, right? We're sort of seeing a shift in spoken word radio from political-based talk over to sports. Talk radio in trouble. Conservative talk radio significant trouble. Here's Noam Patitz again, CEO of Courtside Entertainment. Quote, the movement in talk radio to some degree is moving away from conservative talk radio. They're hurt, dog. Na 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 na. I guarantee you right now, Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity's programs combined couldn't begin to come close to our online audience. The TYT network gets about 55 million views a month. No way their radio shows get that many listeners. No way. And their number is dwindling, and our number increases every single month. So let me do this one more time. TYT sends its regards